Many people come to Tarleton State University to be a part of a university but with a small town feel. Besides being one of the smaller universities, Tarleton is growing considerably. The freshman class of 2016 was the largest in the university's history with 2,200 students. With the growth of Tarleton, the university is running out of room. You can ask any of the students at the university and they will tell you one of the major issues at Tarleton is the parking. The current parking situation at Tarleton is a mess. As you can see from the picture, finding the right parking lot can be confusing. All the red dots are for the students that live on campus, the blue dots are for the faculty and staff, the purple dots are for the commuters, and the green spots are for both commuters and residents. As you can see from this picture, if you are a commuter, you can guarantee that you will have to walk extra far from your parking spot to your class. While all of these parking lots are owned by Tarleton, only one of them is directly on campus. As mentioned earlier, the green zones are for both commuters and residents, meaning that the commuters only have 4 parking lots to themselves. This results in commuters having to show up 30 minutes to an hour to find a parking spot before class. Not only do many of these students have to walk long distances, but the big parking lots are across the street from Tarleton, meaning students are having to cross one of the busiest roads in Stephenville to get to class. Another downside to students having to walk long distances to their car to their classes is that this leaves them vulnerable to threats. As you can see from the image above, the threat of campus crime is considerably more than off campus. Many of the walkways to the far parking lots are poorly lighted, therefore many of these threats will increase if something isn't done. There is no way to completely eliminate all of these threats, but the Tarleton Parking Services should be doing more to prevent these threats. One of the ways Tarleton's parking services have already helped the parking situation is by providing a shuttle to pick up the students off campus and bring them to campus. This has helped cut down on some of the commuter parking already. Another way the parking services have helped is by providing more parking spaces. This past year, they began allowing students to park in the parking lots by the baseball and softball fields across from Tarleton. They also opened up another parking lot by Chamberlain Elementary. While these are all good starts to solving the parking problem, they only seem to be baby steps in a large scheme of things. I have come up with some solutions for the Tarleton Parking Services to help with the parking situation. One of the solutions is to begin building parking garages on campus. On the frequently asked questions section on the Parking Services website, they stated that the reason Tarleton doesn't have any parking garages is that it costs too much money, roughly $20,000 per space. However, when I researched the average cost of a parking garage in the U.S., that is 5 stories tall and 145,000 square feet, I got an estimate closer to the 10,000 range. Parking garages make sense because that is like having 5 parking lots, which is already more than what the commuters have, all in one area. Another solution is for the shuttle bus to transport students to the parking lots that are across campus or across Washington. This will not only cut down on human traffic around Washington, but it will also create a sense of security for the students that are uneasy about walking long distances around campus to their parking spots. There is no denying that Tarleton is only going to get bigger in the next few years. There are already around 13,000 students currently attending Tarleton, and if they keep having large freshman classes like the 2016 group, eventually Tarleton is going to run out of room if they don't start making some changes fast. It would be a shame for the fall of Tarleton to be because the students literally had nowhere to park. The time to fix the parking situation is now before it is too late.